stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with their opponents. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Yeah, do a little something, man. You did win. I think we clean.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, these two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
About it is real, yeah.
Let's go one more. 57, Mike, 57. Stay with it. 57, 57 is Mike. What we got?
Then they had the same question every goddamn time, man.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right.
Good, good shit, see? Wait a baby, see? Good shit, man.
Picked off by Sidney Jones. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Because you got to take care of that bitch on offense now, man.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10
so
at
good
the 40.
for that.
After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run it here with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
If we win the game, I think we'll lock up for the playoffs.
2nd and 11 now. Watson now to throw. And he finds his target, Ebron. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bulldogs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about
Man, what the fuck is you doing, Reed?
They've got to get stouter up front.
You talking about
the GM always tells me,
you bullshit,
Charles,
man.
This is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Give me that. Let's fucking go!
And it's intercepted.
That's how y'all niggas make up for it, man.
Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Let's go, D. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This to Hines on the drop-off. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Yes, sir.
Back to throw here.
Fuck! I keep letting them get into this.
Hines again for the completion. And they're going to have this across
I gotta
the
win,
field
though.
inside
I
the
can't just say
45.
that.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Hell yeah.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
Xavier.
Down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Let go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And down he'll go at the 25. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got
hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up.
Hey, let go, D.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Naheem Hines now out of his end zone.
Fumble.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Ebron caught left side. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
He just go right here, man.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bulldogs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Sometimes they get right, sometimes they don't.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ain't no miss it, man. We just trying to do what we got to do, man. We trying to get in the playoff. We control our own destiny. You know what I'm saying? And you others control your destiny. You know what I'm saying?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Reed.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Could have been back. Yeah. Good. Good block, boy.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Made us feel better right there.
That pick six extending this
lead even
further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen the team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
We got to come out second half with the same intention.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go 0-0, man. Let go.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Boy, turned yet. They had to take my headphones out there. Them niggas turned out there, man.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Wide, get wide.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Doing stupid shit. They have to be losing all the time doing stupid shit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
And he baited my ass up. Ooh.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one. Right in front of them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ain't no
2nd and 7.
Shit, he got them when they got hit their games. It might be in.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
I just threw a pick, man. That nigga got that bit back. I can't even stop
him. A gift for Taylor running right side. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here.
Damn.
Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play
you say he played how many games? You said 2 or 3.
Usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
Man.
Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every
hey,
game.
But when you been
One of them said, press the kicking
like,
game.
Especially
For
like
here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Ain't nothing new. I'm pretty sure he did before.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt pushes him over. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bulldogs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
He made a play out of it.
At their own 16-yard line.
Caught that over, little baby.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all
this
11
shit
working well together.
I'm about to say,
But
somebody got to
every
kill him.
And now here's another
spot.
interception. Picked off at the 35. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down.
Y'all
It's
niggas got to
Hunt.
get the
And
block,
he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That shit
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I'm still going future. Good block, boy.
And
Y'all
he
nigga
will
block,
have
man.
a
Good
touchdown. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bulldogs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Appreciate that, little man. That nigga threw us on shit though, goddamn. Like, you heard that nigga lay the ab like I had no clue. Like that shit kind of and McGonagall got that. They sound different.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines.
Man, it grew up.
And
man.
some good special teams coverage as they
Like,
bring him down just outside
like,
of the 15.
But like on the street, Gucci. Like Al, I'm gonna say G's, but Mitte, I'm gonna say Gucci. Gucci won that bird too.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
We gotta make that
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll set up to throw.
What? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I knew that shit was gonna fucking happen.
It's Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Shit, we're gonna play out now. We can finally say it's over with. Shit the Bobcat, shit the Bobcat.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep
Yeah,
for
Reed.
Sutton. And
Yeah,
my
Reed.
goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get
Yeah,
the
Reed.
football
Hey, when the
back.
play out, ma?
Well,
Mark my
partner,
word, man.
I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive
my
to say
word,
for
Ma.
this
When the play
offense,
out,
but
man.
I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He'll let it go deep for
Look at this bitch.
Beckham.
Oh, there. That nigga getting old, man.
And now this is intercepted. My
That nigga getting
goodness.
old, man.
Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Damn, my
Get a
bad.
fourth quarter
Yeah,
pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
You had him beat, though. Then you just let him back in front of your ass.
Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand,
Yeah,
a good
separation
play on the
at
other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all
You have
game
that
long.
dude
They're
game
thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here, hauled in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Fuck. You gotta hit that damn.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is
Callahan. What
going to get a
went,
solid
man?
gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Nah, ain't no statement, man.
And the offense at the line and set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly.
Get up, Phillips. Good.
And my goodness, another interception.
Hold on, here. Man, fuck my man. Look. Ain't got me no statement here. I told you I was going to beat you, goddamn. What you want?
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
Wow, you
right?
beat
You're
me
supposed
one
to
time
to get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
You got the. You're right. You're right. You're right,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Londoners, they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go.